Major Music.
When 2020 started, that's when I started to become a more consistent YouTuber. I've been on YouTube, for example, since 2009, 2010, around that time. That's when I kind of started uploading videos. Over that time period, it was mainly like videos from shows, videos from like inside sessions, videos from the squad. I still run with them, but we're kind of all doing our own separate things. So, you know, shout out to Rise Up, shout out to Boom, shout out to 3D, shout out to Calhoun, shout out to Scott Free. You know, that's where it kind of all started at for me years ago, although I've been doing beats since like 2005. This year was the first year I decided to start becoming a serious YouTuber as far as the content that I've been releasing. With that kind of being said, it was a lot of things that factored into that. One of the things was I put out a video, I want to say around February, maybe even January, which it was about my iPad music production setup. And I saw that video take off. And then from there, I started doing like MPC videos, videos on Machine. I've been doing beat making videos for years. I've been putting out instrumentals on YouTube for years. But what I never thought was you guys would accept my videos, give me the positive words and the positive feedback that you have this year. And for me, it was one of those things where I was really not the type to get in front of a camera and do the things that I'm doing now. I'm a very introverted person. For a lot of people that don't really know me personally, and for a lot of people that know me personally, they can tell you that I'm a very introverted person. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm quiet to a degree, but you know, I've heard this saying before: if I go to a party and there's a room full of people, I may not walk up to you and introduce myself first. I may wait for you to come and introduce yourself to me. And it's nothing personal. I think some of the things that had to factor into me starting to feel more comfortable doing YouTube videos is in my regular 9-to-5 job. I can't really say who I work for. I have to do these presentations in front of groups of people. Now that group of people can be anywhere from a single person to as many as like 20 to 25 people. This was something that actually happened in 2019 for me. At the beginning of 2019, I kind of started doing that. And that was something that I didn't think I could do as well, because public speaking is not necessarily like my strong suit. Before then, you would never see me in front of an audience trying to, you know, speak and just give presentations. I think doing that job kind of helped me feel more comfortable creating YouTube videos, along with, as I was saying earlier, some of the positive words and positive feedback that I've got from doing a lot of these videos. So whether that's a comment on one of my videos, whether that's a like, whether that's following me on one of my social networks, you guys really embrace me as a creator, and one video led to the next and the next, and here we are at the end of 2020. I probably say this year, out of any year that I've been on YouTube, I probably put out the most videos that I have. And it will start to become a weekly thing, you know, for most of the year. I haven't really taken much time off. You can go down all of my videos and see since the beginning of the year how many videos that I put out throughout 2020. So what's in store for 2021 for me? Well, we just reached 900 subscribers on this channel, so definitely a big thank you for that. Got more music videos coming out, other projects on YouTube that I'm looking at getting into. Just to talk for a little bit about some of those music projects that I released this year. At the beginning of the year, I released a beat tape followed by my album MPH. So, I mean, don't ever think that you can't do something if you've never tried to do it. I mean, if you put in work, there's several resources out there for you to at least have a type of blueprint or path to, you know, releasing your music and getting yourself out there. I just see that a lot of people don't even try that first step, and if you never try, you'll never know. Like if I never started making YouTube videos, I would have never known that people actually listen to some of the stuff that I put out. You're gonna hear some negativity. You're gonna always hear negativity. I mean, I've heard from people that nobody's gonna listen to your music, you know, especially artists that have nothing going for themselves. One of the things is there may be someone that has better skill than you. In fact, I would guess that 9 times out of 10, well, there's always going to be somebody that's better than what you're doing. But does that person have the work ethic that you have? That's what you got to always ask yourself. Because you can be the best rapper in the world, but if you're sitting at home criticizing other people for what they're putting out, but you yourself ain't putting out shit, then your word to me means nothing. But I mean, if you're consistently putting out albums, or you know, you're consistently building that online presence, that's something that will go a long way over somebody with, you know, that just has more skill. I know plenty of guys that can, you know, they're much better rappers than me, but what they don't have is the work ethic. You know, and this comes from years of putting out stuff where, you know, some people wouldn't even like it. This comes from also like doing the Producer's Corner radio show. That, for example, has led to other opportunities down the line. I haven't done the show in quite some time. P.S. I got something very similar coming. I'm not going to speak on it too much here, but you're going to want to stay tuned for that. You just never know really who's watching. I mean, I would guess that, and I see it all the time, there are people that are friends of mine. They'll retweet and repost other people's material. Some of those people I do know, by the way, but they never repost my stuff, and they think you don't see that, or they know you see it, they don't care. But trust me, I see it. And that's one of the things I take personally. Yeah, I take it very personally. But then there are also strangers, you know, when I used to get down on things like that, there are people that I never stood in a room with a day in my life that are some of my biggest supporters. It's the ones that really stand by and have all those years that have really motivated me to keep going. So, I mean, I've spoken enough in this video. I don't want to make this long and drawn out. I do want to say again, thank y'all for finally reaching 900 on YouTube. I had goals of reaching 8,000 this year, but that did not happen. I will probably reach 1,000, I would say, within the first maybe month or two, maybe 3 months of 2021. And I hope, you know, I'll probably set a goal of, let's just say at the end of 2021, I'll probably set a goal for, let's try 2,500. Let's work for 2,500 subscribers here on YouTube. Feel free to leave me some feedback as far as what you want to see here on this channel in 2021, and I will try my best to get that done. I did say once I reach 1,000, you're probably gonna start seeing more and more live sessions with me on YouTube. I want to start doing that in 2021, and then I'm probably gonna do some other things as far as possibly releasing some kits, possibly you know, some other things where I may even have some beats that I have a drawing for, you know, maybe producing for an artist. Definitely thank you for all the continued support, and I hope everybody remains safe through New Year's and 2021. God bless you, and I'm out.